is Sims, and we are back with more Sweet Views, and we are doing our last route today. We are starting our super secret route, who is obviously the guy that we meet on the train, and who is probably Mama Pig, and then we'll find out all the mysteries! So yay! Alright, so we're gonna skip through. I'm not sure how much skipping we'll do, based on just what I'm looking at the guide. Stage 1, okay, so this is where we get different. I followed his gaze down to my cell phone strap. Somebody I know who works at the park gave it to me. You really know someone who just works there? Wow, I'm jealous. And that's how you get love points with Mama Pig. All right, and there we go. Or he's like secretly hiding. I mean, come on. Or it's that dude that showed up in the beginning. I don't know, because he was different. He just came up randomly, right? That was bizarre. But we acted like we knew him. I don't know. Anyway. He can't be the same guy. Like, the hair is totally different. Anyway. But based on what we see in stage 1, a lot of it looks the same. So it's not like it changes drastically or anything. So, see, they all have different colors before you get their names, and then once you get their names, it's all the same. Like, why did they change that? It would have been so much easier for me to, like, see the color and know who they were, but then they all go to the same one. It's weird. See? Now they're starting to all... Once you know their name, it's like they're all red. It's fucking weird. I guess they do it color-wise so that you know the green person is talking with this... You know what I mean? Before you know their name. Because then you at least have their name so you know who's talking, but... Still weird. They could have just left it. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so it looks like all of the stuff in this is, like, the same as what we've already chosen. I just want to see something. Sorry, I'm looking up to see if we have other ones. So this is... I just want to see. I want to have at least 2 different things. Do we get to... Oh, this one's interesting. It tells you all the different choices, but it tells you where you get points with him. And this other guide that I'm having... Wait, that's in stage 1. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. I kind of like this one. It tells you where you get +1s with him, so you can choose anything else you want. I'm just looking up different guides at this point. So, like, there's really no right answer to some of these. I think that's the one that I'm on. Yeah. We will just do... It doesn't really matter what we choose, so... Interesting. I'm just trying to find a good guide, so... I'm just going to kind of stick with this one that you can choose anything you want, and it tells you... Well, yeah, because on this one... No. Well, we'll keep them both. This way we can switch if we need to, but... I like that this one tells you all the choices, and then it tells you... Like... And both of them it said, I think it was the stomach. I don't know which one was the right one. That was the right one. I don't remember. But it tells you, like, you can choose... With certain ones, like that one, you can choose either the panels or the statue. It doesn't really matter. And then it tells you where you get points with him, so that's kind of cool. And it still does, like, tell you, I think, other ones, like, individual choices. It's weird. Huh. I think what threw me off is at first because it'll say, like, when you have those choices like that one where you either go and you examine the panels or you examine the statue, it'll tell you, choose either one. Or like in the next one where you get to go through the statue, the floor, the sliding doors, it says, do whatever. And then it does tell you the other choices to make. But it does tell you also which ones give you points with Mikami so that you know, okay. So interesting. So I think we'll stick with this one just because I like the fact that it shows you which ones give you points with him. But I guess it's also kind of nice because it tells you, so this is, we're supposed to do that. Maybe also because we're trying not to get as many points with the other guys. So, no, actually, yeah, they're both the same. I guess they're both the same. So, I'm going to stick with the original guide that we had just because it's easier to read. It's only easier to read just because I can fit more of the choices on the page. Like, with the other one, it's like got nice big breaks in between. So then it's like, I have to scroll up every few choices because my tablet's not that big. So, it does tell you when you get points with him though, but the other guide that I had up, but this one still has the same choices, so it's okay. No, I'm fine because we don't want to get any love points with anyone. And break time, we can hang out with whoever we'd like. I suppose we should hang out with different people, or I guess it doesn't matter. I wonder if it's automatically because you're not getting points with anyone else, kind of, as much as you are doing this. But, like, I don't know, that's what the guide said. And it's Shido, so of course we're gonna do it. I'm just curious, because then when you go down hanging out with whoever you like, if you hang out with this, maybe we'll hang out with different people? Because if we hang out with the same person each time, that would lead us more toward them. But I guess because we're making... Maybe there's other choices, because there's one in here that I don't remember ever making. But... are you okay? We'll see. Because at the end of stage 1, that's where we all split up and go to different places, right? We go to get lunch, blah, blah, blah. There's not that choice in here, so I'm confused. I think maybe it's a different option than we've ever gotten. Which gives us a point for Monopig, so... Whatever. There's still... Look! Until it tells me otherwise, that's what I'm going down. Because otherwise, why are we going down this random person that we're actually supposed to get mad at him? Which I love, because we get to... What's wrong with you?! Yeah, that's right. We didn't get many chances to get mad at you except for that one point. But yeah. Yeah. Gonna punish you later when I get home. What? Nothing. Except for I have to date Monopig, whatever. Still love Shido. Do. Look, I'm just hoping that this shocks me and surprises me and makes me like, well, again though, with Urabe, you were like, you know what though, I mean, so I'm just not really sure. Oh, we were supposed to restrain ourselves with Shido. I read it wrong. Whoops. What's wrong with you? I think we should, hold on. I don't want to take a risk. Hold on. I don't want to take a risk that we, like, we get too many points with him and we fuck it up. We have to go away up further. Where was it? Fuck. Huh. Shit. Nope, it's before this. Oh, no. Okay, wait, hold on. It was way up there. It's just, oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to rewind back to here because I want to make sure we follow it. I don't want to get too many love points. The hanging out thing is fine, but I don't want to get love points with him and then accidentally fuck it up and then have to do this all over again. So I'd rather go back and go with the guide and just be safe, so. I'm assuming, though, we might get... Well, it's funny, because it gives you points for Mikami, but when it says get mad at Hogstein, it doesn't... The other guy didn't tell you got points with Mikami, but I'm telling you, like, I just really don't feel like... I do not think for a fucking hot second that he's not fucking the... What's wrong with you? At least we got to say it a couple times. I'm going to go... I'm going to bring that other guy back. I want both of them. I think it was this one? Aha! Oh, no, wait. Whoop. Sorry, hold on. God damn it. I'm actually on the wrong one. I want to see something for a second. Hold on. Oh. Restrain yourself from Shido. Get mad at either Hogstein or restrain yourself. You could do either one. There. Okay, interesting. All right, well, I just wanted to see something.
Ah, yes, that reminds me. If you want to patch Ryusei Mitarashi up, there's a first aid kit in the storage room in the main office.
Huh? Interesting. He never told us that. He was looking straight at me, but before I could respond, the connection was cut. Was he talking to me? Why? Then again, it had been my fault Mitarashi got hurt in the first place. Perhaps that was why. Okay, so see, we're already kind of on his path because this is new. And I'm wondering if he's like, oh, if you want to go help patch him up and we decide not to, it's like, oh, good, you're not in love with him. Okay, interesting. I see how this works. He sure talks a lot, huh? Damn, wasn't hurting until he brought it up. He grimaced and pressed a hand against his shoulder. Well, why don't we sit down on that bench over there? I helped him over to the bench, and by the time we reached it, his breath was coming in pants. Are you okay? Yeah, the bleeding stopped, but it's probably gonna keep hurting for a while. If you could, find something to take the edge off. I'll check the storage room Hogstein mentioned. Maybe they have some pain relievers. Can you wait here for a bit? How about yourself? You sure you're gonna be alright? Today's game is over, so I should be fine. You guys go get some rest. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm starving. I'll see y'all at the restaurant. I believe I will join you. It shames me to admit it, but I did not manage to have breakfast this morning, and am consequently feeling rather peckish myself. I'm gonna go check out the arcade. Been wondering what they have here. And then I'll go have a look around the park. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll turn something up. What do you say we all meet up at the restaurant before we move on to the adventure village? We all nodded. Oh, what are you gonna do, Mitarashi? Hang out here till it stops hurting so bad. And got a nice view after all, right? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Well, once I fixed him up, we'll head over to the restaurant. Sounds good. I'll see you two later then. Bye, sweetie. I love you. I miss you. I followed the map in the plaza to the main office and found the storage room door unlocked. Well, I guess it would be kind of stupid for Hogstein to tell me to go somewhere and then lock the door. The power appeared to be out, though. I tried the light switch, but it didn't work. I shrugged. It looked like the only light I would be getting was moonlight. Alright, it's probably on these shelves somewhere. Huh. It was just out of the corner of my eye, but I thought I saw something move in the gloom. What is that? I looked closer. There was something moving. Something pink? Is that? There was no mistaking it. Really? So, like, you should go there and find him tied up, your new love interest. This seems a little fishy to me, and I'm still not convinced that he didn't set himself up there on purpose and be like, oh, yeah, no, I'm innocent when he's really the bad guy. I'm not convinced. If that's not the twist at the end, that will surprise me, is all I'm saying. There was no mistaking it. The pink thing was a cane debut with its arms tied behind its back. As far as I could tell, it was rocking back and forth, trying to untie itself. I was wondering when she came in and I saw the little pig guy right there, and I was like, was he there the last time we came in with Mirashi? Probably not. Oh, hold on, let me help you. Part of me said what I was trying to do was a bad idea, but I couldn't just leave it. Once I pulled off the ropes, I unzipped the suit. You know, it would have been better. Oh my god, you're jazz hands! But I don't want to ruin jazz hands like that. Yep, it's that dude. Ugh! Like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, a man unfurled from inside the suit. I was old enough to know people were inside the animal suits at parks, but knowing that and seeing it were two different things. Wow, sure was hot in there. He doesn't have a voice, I don't care. Like, wait, he looks familiar. He was wearing a set of pink coveralls, but it was his face that I was sure I'd seen before. Hey! Huh? Oh. Of course. He's the guy I ran into this morning. He'd helped me through the crowds at the train station. He's like, you know someone who works at the park, and yet you work at the park. And I'm supposed to believe that's fucking a weird thing that you said earlier? Bullshit. 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 Wait, you're the girl I met this morning at Kanahama, right? Yeah, that was me. Oh, wow. Well, you're a real lifesaver. I was practically suffocating in there. Thank you so much. Bullshit. Again, I can't cough bullshit anymore. Oh, sorry. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Makoto Makami. Let me see! M2. Oh, did I not fucking say this fucking parts ago? Fucking told you. And I did not look that up. I didn't know. I just made that fucking leap of logic. And it was also like, oh, so he's probably, okay, Monopic. And then I saw his name in the guy. I forgot. I had seen that the character, our secret character's name was Makami, but whatever. And then I just made the leap. And then, look, I figured it out long before. And then I saw his name again, and I was like, oh, yeah, M2. Okay, that makes sense. And it just all fell together, and you couldn't convince me otherwise. And I knew he was going to have another M name, and he does, because that wasn't obvious. And what the fuck? I'm out. Spacey quits. No. Nope, nope, no. Look, I wanted to like Urabe, I really did. He was fun and he's weird. And then his path went straight to shit because of his goddamn insanity and, like, gonna lock me up and, like, all this crazy bullshit. And now you're doing that, and I'm supposed to, like, fall in love with you and think you're justified in trying to torture everyone and destroying this park just because, you know, your dad was probably the fucking bus driver or some shit. And, like, it's the only thing I can think of because they blamed the bus driver for it instead of what really happened. And you're trying to get back at everybody because... So you're gonna, like... Because Urabe's father is a psychopath? Hello? What the fuck? What in the world? Bird, is that you? What are you doing hiding between the cage and the wall again? You are so weird. Like, the cage is up against the wall, but, like, not smushed, and he is literally just hanging on the back of his cage between the cage and the wall. Like, he just fits there. He's just stuffed in there. He likes to be smushed in things because he did that one time when my couch was a futon, because I didn't have a couch, and it was up against the wall. Like, you know, futon backs are angled? Like, so the top of it of the back was against the wall. I had a blanket over it. And then, of course, the back slants away toward the... So, you know, there's, like, the triangle space between wall and... You know what I'm talking about. Anyway. And there was a blanket that was hanging over the back, and he was hanging upside down on the blanket between the futon and the wall. Like, just in the blanket, buried in there. Just had no clue where he was. I ripped the blanket off the couch. He went flying because he was like, ah! Like, I didn't know where he was. I thought he was lost. I thought I didn't know what the hell happened to him. Yeah, so he's always been fucking weird like this, and now he is literally just stuffing himself between the cage and the wall. He also has a stuffed, like, owl that's like a dog toy that if you lift it up a little bit, he will try to get underneath. He wants to be, like, smushed under things. I don't know. Fucking bird is weird. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Makoto Makami, 20 years old and a college student. Oh, he's like our age. Okay, at least someone closer to our age, but you know what? Go fuck yourself, because I'm not going to fall for any of your fucking shenanigans. And why you're doing this? No. You're going to kill people to just You're a sociopath! I'm Spacey. I'm Spacey! I'm still in high school. Well, it's good to see you again, Spacey. He gave me a gentle sort of smile, the kind that felt like it would immediately make anyone like him. But I don't trust you. I never thought I'd see you again in a place like this. Me either. What a coincidence. Are you sure? Huh? What if this isn't a coincidence? What if it's fate? What if you and I are connected somehow by cosmic forces? I'm just kidding. Bullshit, you actually think that, and it's fucking weirder than Urabe, okay? Again, if this wasn't a sign, if you didn't know that he was Monopig, like, before you got to this point, this would have been another, like, the Makoto Makami would have been a slap in the face, M2. This would have been another slap in the face. I'm literally slapping the air really hard because it's a hard slap, motherfuckers. I know cosmic forces, and you're like, oh, and you convinced Urabe to get into fortune telling, and that's not a sign. I'm over it. This is going to be kind of fun, though, in an aggravating way. This is going to irritate. I'm going to get so mad in this route. I know it already. I'm already mad. Oh, my God. You were just being shady and creepy. You literally set us up to come here to be like, what if it wasn't a coincidence? It wasn't! You told us to come here so that we would find you and set you free and then fall in love with you, you goddamn fucking con artist. Oh. Man, he sounded like some kind of romance novel. Con artist is what you mean. So, how did you get tied up like that? I'm the guy who wears the Kanedebou suit around the park, and they wanted me to show up to the opening ceremony in costume. But right before it started, I got attacked by some weird thing. And when I woke up, I was here. Bullshit, you did it to yourself. Was the weird thing he was talking about one of the piglets? Getting knocked out was bad enough, but when I finally woke up, I couldn't even move. If you hadn't happened to show up... You've been through a lot, too. Too? What do you mean? Is something going on? I mean, I guess something must be. You don't get tied up in a theme park every day. Do you know what's happening? As quickly as I could, I explained everything that was going on. How Hogstein had interrupted the opening ceremonies and taken the management hostage. How myself and 7 others had been forced to play a game for the lives of the hostages. Since he'd apparently been knocked out from the very beginning, I made sure to tell him everything. Whew! When I was finally finished, he let out a strange noise, but I couldn't really blame him. If I hadn't been there, I probably wouldn't have believed me. I know this must sound crazy, but I swear, it's all true. He's a good actor, though. Yeah, it seems unreal. Still, I did get attacked. Bullshit, you did. And from what you've said, I think the thing that hit me was probably one of those, what do you call them? Piglets? I guess it must have been working for Count Hogstein then. He seemed to be taking everything in stride. Uh-huh. 2 in stride. Anyway, thanks. I think I got a pretty good handle on things now. It looks like we're both caught up in something pretty serious. And yet he's smiling about it. Fucking crazy. Crazy, psycho, it was coming all out at the same time, and I almost called him Kaiko. Wow. He's a crazy psycho, though. Right then, I'll go outside and call the cops. As you know, a token of my appreciation. What? It should be pretty easy to sneak out of here in the dark. No, you can't. Why not? Hogstein will kill the hostages if you do. Why do you think the police haven't stormed the park already? I see. We have to act carefully then. He nodded thoughtfully, but I got the feeling he didn't fully grasp the gravity of the situation. Yes, he does. Although, I'm not exactly a careful person. He does seem like he wants to help, though. Oh, wait. Didn't you say you knew of one of the people in management? Are they one of the hostages? Yes, my uncle. That's so, huh? Is he the president of the construction company? See, and he's asking shady questions! Huh? No, my uncle is Keiji Inafune. He designed the park. Most of the time he makes video games, though. Do you know the president of the construction company? Oh, no, I thought he might have been someone I met during an interview for a part-time job a while back. Oh my god! Woo, woo! Danger, danger, Spacey! All the red flags are flying! Look. Everyone else is like, you're insight and you're so smart. No, I'm an idiot! Because he is literally spelling... I know that she doesn't know any of the hints that we know, but doesn't this seem shady? Like, oh, is your uncle the guy from the construction company? And you're like, no, is he here? It was just a part-time job thing. So you're asking really fucked up questions, given the circumstances. What the fuck? This isn't a horror movie. When this shit happens, you're like, why are you not concerned that you're in a horror movie right now? He's the killer, and then he turns out to be the killer, and you're like, well, I saw it coming because you were asking really fucked up questions. Anyway. He was nice, so I was kind of curious. But it sounds like your uncle's not the guy. He sighed, then rolled his head around his shoulders and let out a groan. Yeah... All right. Well, we can't call the cops because the bad guy has the hostages. What does that leave us with? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to choke you. And then everything will end. And everything will be great. Oh, why don't we rescue the hostages first? His eyes sparkled and he grinned at his own cleverness. Can you just punch? You know what? I'm going to put you back in the... Okay. I'm going to get this... I'm going to tie you up and I'm going to leave you here. And you just stay here. I'll tell a piglet that you're here. You just stay here until we're done. Because I don't fucking trust you. That's it. That's what we gotta do. I can help the hostages escape. Huh? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Just hear me out. They think I'm still trapped in here, right? And no one's keeping watch on me, so I should be able to move around the park pretty easily. And again. Does this not strike her as shady as fuck? Wait a minute. He took everyone else hostage and he tied you up and left you in here to die. But then also pointed me here to find you so that I would come here, untie you. Huh. That seems a little fucking weird. And I'm gonna guess you've never been the guy in the costume. But the reason why you put the costume on is because you saw the thing on my phone. I'm like, yeah, it was a present. So then you showed up and wear the costume, and you're like, so, and you're asking, nope, Spacey's out. This route's going to take forever because I'm going to just be so angry at everything that comes out of his fucking mouth. I know there's going to be some kind of romancy point. And I'm like, oh, that's cute, but you're still a psycho. Oh my God. I do like this route already, though, because he makes me so angry. It's fun. It's like, great. You're like, no, fuck you, buddy. So I'm going to have fun hating him the whole time. Sometimes you just need that route where you hate the person. But anyway. But again, though, I don't understand how she's like, yeah, so about that, they put hostages and they tied you up in a shed and where anyone could find you. Huh. But that's dangerous. What if they realize you've escaped? I'm sure they'd start hunting you down. Don't worry, I've got that covered. They won't. If I leave the Conde de Bus suit here, they won't think I've gone anywhere. Trust me, I can do this. Please don't. Whatever. You know what? I'd be like, do whatever, bro. I'm out. I'm gonna need you to keep this between us, though. You can't tell Hogstein or even your teammates. Why not? The fewer people that know about me, the lower the chance I'll be caught, right? He grinned. It's really funny that I don't think that's a good idea is the right answer for him. Because, one, I don't think that's a good idea. He's like, don't tell anyone about me. You'd really think that the right answer would be like, okay, because then you're trusting him. And he'd be like, yes. But you're like, yeah, no, bro. Unless he actually is more intrigued by the fact that you're like, yeah, no, I can't lie to my teammates like that. And he's like, good girl, you're like an actual decent person. Like, that, you know what I mean? But it's just weird. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's a good idea to keep it from my teammates. Mikami's eyebrows shot up for just a second, but then he smiled. You're honest. I like that. See? It was like a trap. But also, I don't think that's a good idea because I don't trust you. Like, at all. Like, sorry to turn this around on you, but do you really trust them? Yes. I wasn't sure what to say. I certainly wanted to trust them. We were going to have to depend on one another for the next 6 days after all. Oh God, he's going to try to sow the seeds of doubt in her head. But did I really trust them yet? The truth was that I wasn't sure. I barely even knew them. I know their names and what they do, but that's about it. And that's what I thought. I'm not saying just one of them is a traitor or anything. I'm not saying one of them is a traitor or anything, but one of them is, and you know for a fact that they are. God, he's so shady. He's shadier than Toa. I didn't think that was possible. Toa was the fun kind of shade, just throwing shade because he's jealous. This guy is just creepy shady. Wow. Just that you never know when Hogsty might be listening in, you know? I didn't know what to say to that, so I just nodded. Yeah, Hogsty might be listening in because I'm right here. Ah! Good. Glad we got that figured out. I know it's not going to be easy for you to keep it from them, but you only have to do it until my plan is ready to go. I'll be alright. Be careful, Makami. I will, thanks. Oh, and could you stop calling me that? Just Makoto is fine. We're friends, right? Are you sure? I mean, we just met. So? And don't act so stiff all the time. It's not like I'm an adult. You can relax around me. That's such a pedophile thing to say! He's only 20, but that's such a creepy thing to say. Like, you can relax around me. I'm cool, like one of the kids. Oh, that just got creepy pedo vibes, and he's not even that much older than us, but that is just like something a 40-year-old dude's gonna be like, I'm cool, right? To some 8-year-old, not be like, oh, I mean, you can like talk to me if you need someone to talk to, but I am an adult and you will treat me like one, dumb fuck. Like, I'm cool. I'm not like the other moms. I'm a cool mom. Everything that comes out of his mouth is wrong. Well, all right. If that's what you want, cool. I can do that. See, feels better already. He's like, plus we were meant to be together, Spacey. He grinned. It's not like when Shido called me by my first name and you're like, this is like, no, you called me Spacey. Like, there was something about him. He was so open and easygoing that I felt like we were friends, even though I just met him. Girl, open your eyes. Stop being colorblind to the red motherfucking flags. She's like, there's a lot of flags. I think they're green. They must mean go. No, they red, bitch. They mean stop, run, get the fuck out. You gon' die. She is that asshole who runs upstairs in a fucking horror movie, and you're like, why? The front door is right there and wide open. That might also be a trap because it's wide open, but also I take my chances running the fuck out than upstairs. Like, run out into the woods, climb a fucking tree, and call the cops. I don't know, like, I'm not good at climbing trees, but... So, I'll go rescue the hostages, and you go beat those games. Look like we've got our work cut out for us. Hopefully we can pull this off. Oh, God. Yeah, just don't do anything dangerous, okay? Shady McShaderson. I'll be careful. You should too. See you later. He's too, like, fucking chill for what is going on, and I can't believe she doesn't find this shady as fuck. And with the wave, he disappeared into the darkness. I almost feel like, I know it had to be the last route, but because it would have spoiled everything, but I almost feel like you should have done this one, like, second, and you would have been, like, really confused. And then when you found out it was him, you would have been like, oh my God. But now you're like, no, why don't you see it coming? He's kind of weird, isn't he? Kinda? Still, it was nice to discover we had another ally. My chest felt a little lighter. Tell your friends. Oh, geez, I totally forgot about Mitarashi. I see the Kanedebu's gone. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey, there you are. What took you so long? Get lost or something? No. I hoped he wouldn't press me for details since I wasn't sure how convincingly I could lie. But fortunately, Mitarashi didn't seem to suspect anything. It took me a while to find the thing. Well, as long as you're okay. And did you find that first aid kit? Oh, no, but I found a dude in the Kane suit, and now he's running around the park. Pretty sure he's Hogstein, but, you know, whatevs, no big deal. Yeah, I did. It's got some bandages, some antiseptic, and lots of painkillers. Awesome. All right, let's get this over with. I'm starving. Right. Now, it took me only a few minutes to clean his wound and bandage it. With that done, we headed up to the restaurant to meet up with the others. So I'm wondering if we can, Okay, cool. So then this just goes back to normal. So this will actually be nice. This one will be probably a little bit longer because we're going to have probably a lot of different choices here than we don't normally have with anyone. Hang out with anyone. Who the fuck do you think we're going to hang out with? Who should I hang out with? We're going to hang out with Shido. Of course we're going to hang out with Shido. we're gonna hang out with Shido because then we can just pretend we're not in. Hi! I miss you already! I just want to stare at your precious face because the game is forcing me to go down this route and I don't want to do it. I love you. We should probably do somebody different in the next option, is all I'm saying. Although I'm pretty sure at this point we made that one choice and now we have totally changed the game and we are on... I'm pretty sure just by making that first choice in that first chapter, we've forced Hogstein to... We could have made all the other choices for everybody getting love points, but all of a sudden Hogstein's like, you should go check that place. And then we went, met him, we're on his path, whether we like it or not. I don't think it's going to matter, but... Boop, boo doo. So, oh, we get to go with Shido again because it says to choose rock. I like this. Playing with the Queen of Hearts because I just read it in the guide and didn't sing it the last time when we were in Shido's route because I was thinking it in my head, but I was talking about something else, so I didn't say it. I did think it though. I was like, Queen of Hearts. Huh. Oh, so this is where we do... Oh, interesting. He was telling the truth about the items being dangerous, but if we didn't do something, our cart would lose. Are you sure? We could lose! The missile had really set us back. If we didn't do something, we might lose. Wasn't that worth at least some risk? That doesn't matter. I'm not putting other people in danger for the sake of my pride. Ahem! Beep, beep, beep! Back it on up, bitch! What was that? I'm not going to put other people at risk for the sake of my pride. And yet, we had to convince your ass to get in the furry suit because you weren't going to put it on because your pride and you were going to kill us all. I'm just saying. The fuck is that about, Shido? Bitch, don't. Don't even. I'm glad we made this choice because when we go down that furry suit route, I'm going to be like, seriously? I thought you weren't going to put other people at risk for the sake of your pride. And he's going to be like, all right, I'll go put it on. And he's going to put it on. But we could have just thrown this back in his face. All I'm saying, I still love you. But, sweetie, don't get it twisted. I'm going to throw that back in your face. I'm sorry we don't seem to agree. Ugh. We don't have time to argue right now. If we don't work together, we won't even have a chance at winning. Right. We were supposed to do that so we don't get love points with him. It hurts me to not get love points with my precious, but it's okay. I still love you. I love you even more when you're in a furry suit. Really, actually, I just think it's funny. Now we go play with the Queen of Hearts. Doo-doo. The ceiling's going to crush us! We always say that. Do we never get to say the other thing? I don't know. I wonder what happens if we say the other thing. I just want to say the other thing. Like, does it matter? Like, we never say it. We never do. Never. What happens when we say it? I'm going to say it. I'm going to choose the other option, and then we'll go back and do it. What should I do? The ceiling is still moving down, but... Just hurry up and solve it! I yelled as loud as I could and tried not to think of the ceiling full of spikes moving slowly closer, but it didn't seem to hear me. I gave up and jabbed my finger at the ceiling. What? At Wakasa's shout, Murarashi left the door and ran over to the window. I don't think they can hear us. Pig has made sure we're just an audience. Shido frowned and made a shooting motion at the two men outside the window. I guess he's telling them to go back and solve the puzzle. I'm gonna go back and just change. It doesn't really happen. Nothing really changes it, but I don't want to like... Yeah, so they do the same thing. It's the same thing, but we never got to choose that option, so I just wanted to see what happens. Nothing happens, so. Well, I don't think we get points or lose points. I don't think either one makes a difference, but. I wonder if the other guide said that. Hold on. No, it says you could choose either one. That's what we'll do when we get one of those choices where we haven't chosen the other one. We'll, like, you know. Do, 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 do. This is interesting. The other guy tells you choose anyone and you get a point with Makami. So I find that extremely intriguing. That doesn't matter who we choose, we get a point with him. Huh. Alright, well. Playing with the Queen of Hearts. And knowing it ain't really smart. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Joker is the only fool, but we don't have one of those in the deck right now to choose. Oh, skip red. This is cool. We're gonna get, like, this one's gonna be filled with a lot of different things, so we won't have to skip through the whole first part. We're gonna skip through a lot of the first and the second. But we also had stuff to read in this, so that's kind of interesting, but we'll probably maybe get to stage 3 in this part. We got about 15 minutes left, so. We're gonna be skipping a lot. We got like 20 minutes, basically. 19 something, whatever. Look, I don't want to do math, guys. I'm hungry, though. I have to... this game was hard and scary. You can't decide we didn't beat it just because he's mad. What's wrong with you? Yeah. He likes it when we yell at him. The first time we yelled at him, he's like, I'm gonna go put on that pink pig suit so she can go free me. Creep. Guy is such a fucking creep. I can't believe we're gonna fall in love with this douchehole. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy finding out all the story and, like, whatever. Like, you wrap up the mystery in a nice little bow. But I hope we get to tie him up and turn him over to the police and just move on with our lives with Shido, is all I'm saying. I just, all the red flags and every single thing he said. I'm assuming you were supposed to make the leap at some point playing that your last route was going to be Pigstein. But if not, I guarantee you that it was literally meant that every single thing that came out of Makami's mouth was supposed to be like, Hogstein. He's Hogstein. Makoto Makami. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Holy shit! And you know what I mean? And then he's like talking about like, oh, maybe it's destiny and fate. Wait! You know, just everything he says. Is there someone there? I glanced around and spotted a piglet watching me from the hallway. I cocked my head and began to wave. Jazz hands! Jazz hands, are you Makoto? Because that would make me feel so much better about this. But I also don't want you to be Hogstein's, because that will ruin my opinion of you. No, you're not. You're just helping him against your will, but I still appreciate you, and I still love you, so. It seemed oddly cheerful. I was still trying to figure out what was going on when it walked up to me. Oh, one day no see. How you been? No! You don't get to ruin Jazz hands for me! It's talking. I hadn't seen any of the piglets say a single word during the last 2 days. Was this one different somehow? No, it's just him in a costume. Don't you pretend to be Jazz hands. Don't you fucking be Jazz hands. Oh my god, I'm so fucking upset. You don't get to be Jazz hands. No! That hurts so much more. It's just Makoto in a costume. It's not really Jazz hands. He's not really Jazz hands. I hate him. He ruined Jazz hands. He didn't really. I know Jazz hands is somewhere else. Stop posing like Jazz hands. Huh. Perhaps I hadn't noticed it before, but I suddenly realized the air was filled with the smell of lemons. Oh. Is something wrong? The voice sounded familiar. Is that you, Makoto? I kept my voice in a whisper, and he responded with a curt nod and beckoned me over behind one of the pillars. Look, I know that there were 2 Hogsteins, and I know one's probably supposed to be Urabe, right? So, like, when Urabe disappears after stage 3, they're probably switching out. But that means that there are probably times where Makoto is actually running around dressed as a piglet. God knows where. And if he's been Jazz hands this whole time, I'm just gonna cry. Because Jazz hands is perfect and wonderful and innocent, and you can't make him this son of a bitch. Like, that's just wrong. Like, that's just wrong. Okay? So, can we all just hold hands? Everybody hold hands. Okay, we're all just gonna hold hands and agree that even though Makoto is probably gonna dress up like a piglet and run around and spy on us, he was not Jazz hands. Okay, Jazz Hands is a total separate entity because Jazz Hands is sweet and innocent and wonderful and was never ever Makoto. Okay? Okay. There's still going to be a little fear in me but he was never Jazz Hands. Jazz Hands is different, okay? Makoto is this son of... No, sorry. I clicked my button by accident. Makoto is over here on the right-hand side being a son of a bitch, dressed as Hogstein, but also sometimes being a piglet, but he's probably one of the asshole piglets. And then Jazz Hands is over here on the left being sweet and innocent and wonderful. I don't like the fact that they used the Jazz Hands sprite to be Makoto, because that just... Don't you dare do Jazz Hands like that, motherfucker! So mad. I'm so mad. Okay. Moving on, he is not Jazz Hands. Seems like I'm always dressed up as something when we meet, huh? Yeah, because you're a shady son of a fucking bitch, and now you're trying to make me hate Jazz Hands, you sick freak. He grinned at me as he pulled the mask off. That suit. Oh yeah, I found it yesterday in the storage room, and so I figured I'd borrow it for a bit, you shady fuck. Hiding in plain sight, right? I figured I should be able to sneak into Castle Hogstein pretty easily this way. Probably, but still seems dangerous. Still seems suspicious. Fix that for you. He shrugged and proceeded to tell me that he'd gotten into the castle. Sneaking into enemy territory. Hogstein had called us heroes, but Makoto was doing all the actual heroic stuff. Yeah, I mean, because he... Never mind. I mean, stupidest thing we've ever said, but that's because she doesn't know. I'd better keep this short. I don't want the others getting suspicious. First, the hostages. You were right. They're all in a cage in the castle. The cage was covered, though, so I couldn't get a look inside. I did see them getting a meal, so I think they're probably okay. Well, that answers that. And there was one piglet stationed outside the cage as a lookout, but he leaves every so often for his own meals. I think that would be our only opening. He held up a finger as if to say one more thing. While I was watching, Hogstein left his throne and took the elevator up somewhere. I figure that was when he called all you guys around noon? Noon was when the game usually started. I tried to get close to the elevator, but that made the other piglets mad. This is just a guess, but I think he can monitor the whole park from up there. There are probably feeds from the cameras all over the park in there, that kind of thing. And that way he always knows what you're doing. And you know a little bit too much to be of just a fucking assumption, you shady fucking son of a bitch. If you pose like Jazz Hands one more fucking time, I'm gonna fucking kick you in the nuts and decapitate you. Don't you fucking try to ruin Jazz Hands, the most wholesome person in this whole fucking game. He's more wholesome than Mai, for fuck's sake, okay? I think that's everything I learned today. Oh wait, did you already know all that stuff? No, I didn't know any of it. It all sounds really important. I don't think we'd ever have been able to find that stuff out on our own. Yeah, if Hogstein hadn't told us. What? He laughed. Can I ask you something? His face was suddenly serious and I jumped. Felt like even the air around him had changed. And this is just a what if, but what if you were the only person who's able to get out of here? You mean leave the park? I hadn't considered that I might be able to escape on my own. I wouldn't do that, right? Okay. I was like, I wouldn't do that's the right answer. I'm like, where's my guide? I wouldn't go. I couldn't just leave everybody behind. Huh. You really are an honest, straightforward kind of girl, huh? You're like, I'm not trying to win points with you. I wouldn't leave my friends because I love them and you suck. Stop pretending to be Jazz Hands. Don't ruin it. He smiled at me again. Why did you ask me that? I thought maybe you were forcing yourself to do all this because you felt responsible or something. If you'd even the slightest inkling that you just wanted to quit, and then I'd have done whatever it took to get you out. But, I guess it was a silly question. Sorry. I hate him. Oh. It seemed like he was honestly worried about me. He was probably right to be. The games we were playing weren't safe by any stretch of the imagination. What? I don't like him either, but you don't have to yell. Where the fuck are you? Like, I don't know. Oh. What are you doing, dumbass? Hi. We have this conversation a lot. Usually it's about your water bottle. But if you want to play with your toys that are in your cage, you have to go in the cage to get to them. You are so cute and so stupid. Anyway. They certainly weren't anything a normal person would be prepared for, let alone a high school student. Sorry. Thanks for worrying about me, though. Oh, you don't need to apologize. I do. I shouldn't have pried. Listen, I'm gonna go back to the hostages and see if I can figure out a way to free them. Oh, once I've done that, you guys should have it easier. Oh, that reminds me. Can I get your number? Technically, I'm not an outsider, so it shouldn't be against the rules for you to get in touch with me. Also, how did you know that was a rule? Did we tell you that? Because I feel like that's a detail that I probably wouldn't have thought to mention. Right, sure, 1 sec. We exchanged phone numbers quickly. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like you would have told him we're on these games, blah, 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 but we never once would have mentioned this. Why, when we were briefing him, would we have been like, and so, like, we have cell phones, but we're not allowed to use the phones to call each other. How the fuck would he have known this? How the fuck would he have known this? I mean, I don't think we need any more proof that he's Hogstein. That was a fucking given, like, right off the bat. And everything he says, though, is just 100% proof. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just pointing at all the fucking... Look, the evidence is on the wall. We fucking know. We don't need any more goddamn evidence in the case against him. But I'm just throwing it all against the wall because it's all going to stick and he going down. That's all I'm saying. And we're going to fall in love with him. God, this is so disappointing. Got it. I'll give you a call when I find something. Yeah, good. Don't dress up like jazz hands ever again. No, don't you dare. Oh, whoa. I should be getting out of here. See ya. Yeah, get the fuck out of the jazz hands pose. Don't ruin it. He waved, spun around, and disappeared. Wow, that was pretty impressive, actually. I'd never have found out all that stuff on my own. I hate him. The question was whether or not I should tell the others what I'd learned. I felt like they should know, but I couldn't think of any way to explain it without revealing Makoto's existence. And Shirabe had been making me nervous. I caught him doing something. If he was a traitor, I should just hold on to this for now. After all, I could always tell them after I'd gotten everything straightened out. Oh, God. Yeah, better to wait until I trust them all completely. Oh, God! We're gonna be the least trustworthy person in this. We're ruining it. Oh, we're not gonna have friends when we're done. My mind made up, I stepped out from behind the pillar and headed off down the hallway. Toe was right there, with a shady fucking bitch look on his face. What were you doing with a piglet in the corner? Whatever. I collapsed onto my bed as soon as I got to my room. Okay, we can skip this here. What should I do? Were you on the phone? Calling them all out for being shady and being suspicious of them all. Break time! We can go to whoever we like. I'm going back to Shido because we trust him implicitly. Oh, no, hi, we're going. I need a little bit of refreshing beautifulness in this because Makoto has just made me very concerned about Jazz Hands. And I know Makoto is not Jazz Hands. I know every single time Jazz Hands has been there for us and helped us, it is not Makoto, but I don't like that he shows up in the Jazz Hands pose and we think it's Jazz Hands. We're like, Jazz Hands! Oh, it's you. And it's disappointing and it hurts me. Leave Jazz Hands alone! See? You even put him in the Jazz Hands! It's the real Jazz Hands, right? It's really you. Oh my God. I knew you weren't the bad guy. Gives Jazz Hands hugs. Oh God, Jazz Hands. Oh, we're already in stage. Well, we can skip a little bit more, whatever. Well, this says go with Shirabe and Wakasa. Interesting. Why? I don't know, but we're gonna do what it says. I think the other guide tells you to go with whoever, but probably because if we go with Shido, we're gonna be getting more love points with him, and I am trying so hard to not end up in Makami's path, but it's too late. We're already there. But we'll just skip a little bit more. We'll skip as much as we possibly can, just because this way we don't have to skip too much in the next part. But yeah, I don't enjoy this. Yeah, so far we're supposed to do this. I don't know why, but okay. Whatever. I don't see anything. There's nothing in this one that looks like we have we shouldn't have a moment with Makami at all in this. It'd be a weird place to do it, you know what I mean? But like even later at the end, I can't scroll that far down. There's a lot of choices in this, but. So I wonder who is gonna. I'd fallen a bit behind when. Really? I felt a hand grab my arm and my heart began to pound. Really? Really? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Calm down. It's okay. It's just me. The gentle voice in my ear and the scent of lemon stopped me from screaming, instead I hissed a whisper. We already knew in Shirabe's so like again, if you were concerned, then in if you didn't know, again, that the whole lemon thing is the sign because in Shirabe's route, when Mai gets kidnapped, we hear a voice and Mai disappears and we have the scent of lemons, and so it's him. So like, but we already knew that. But again, it's just that's one more thing. Slap it on the wall. Anyway. Makoto? Bingo. I turned around and there he was. Interesting. I wonder if you went with anybody else, if it would still end up the same. Hold on, I want to check something. Let me check my other guide. Nope, you're supposed to go with Shirabe and Wakasa. Interesting. I guess if you went with somebody else, maybe this wouldn't happen. Sorry, did I startle you? What do you think? You came out of nowhere and we're in a scary fucking hospital, you freak! Almost on cue, my watch began to beep. I'm glad I found you. I turned up some really important stuff and I've been looking for you. This is not the time! This is the perfect time to panic! What is it? Well, I could have told you over the phone, but since you're in the middle of a game, I thought I should tell you in person. Oh, well, I'd love to hear it, but could you let go of me first and nobody else wonders where I am? Huh? Why? Part of this game is that I'll get a game over if my heart rate goes too high. I'm trying to calm down, but... You're creeping me out. Like, in his CGs, he's like, okay. Like, he's not unattractive, but then he looks really goofy and creepy. Like, in his sprite. Like, his sprite is just really creepy. It's the sad eyes. They're not the, like, Kaguya sad eyes, where you're like, oh, a sad droopy-eyed kid, right? You know? These are just kind of creepy and awkward, and he looks extremely cartoony. And it kind of disturbs me a little. Anyway. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Feeling better now? I hate you. Yeah, I think so. Look, we at least started liking Urabe, and then we started to hate him. He has just been, like, on the hate train the whole beginning. Nope, not down with it. As he released my arm and stepped back, I felt my heart rate begin to slow down again. He's creepy, shady, and scary, and he's gonna lock us in a basement. He is definitely gonna lock us in a basement. So, this important stuff? Oh, right. I'll make it short since we're both in a hurry. Last night I made it up to the top floor of the castle while Hagstein wasn't around. So shady. So shady that again, but still, she doesn't... He came back while I was up there, though, and started talking to somebody. I couldn't hear who it was, but I heard him telling them to trick you guys into losing the game today. What? Sorry, he was pretty clear. I think one of your teammates might be working for Hagstein. Oh, no. It was shocking, sure, but it did line up with what Hagstein had said about a traitor. Oh, no. Interesting. Oh, this is going to change the end of this one. Ooh, wait a minute. I know this is a lot to take in, but I hope you can trust me. No, we can't, but I'm going to, and this is stupid. A traitor. Hold up! Wait. That's actually the right one. Okay, good. Hold up. I frowned. It was true that some of them had been acting suspicious, but I still wasn't ready to believe that they'd betrayed us. I don't think you're lying or anything, it's just... I don't want to jump the gun. You trust them? I want to. Makes sense. They are your teammates, I suppose. I can get behind that. He is such a fucking shit. I don't understand him. He's creeping. I don't understand crazy. Yay, love points with him. Great. He grinned and scratched at his cheek bashfully. I want to go down this and choose all the wrong things for him so we get the bad ending with him. It'd just be better. I'm not trying to break you guys up or anything. Just, be on the lookout. If any of them are doing anything weird. I know you want to trust them, but Hagstein's not shy about killing you all off. Pays to be careful, yeah. I guess you're right. What Makoto had learned did worry me. It wouldn't hurt to just keep my eyes open. I nodded. This is about the only sprite where he looks halfway decent. You're like, okay, I mean, he's not unattractive, but he's still a shady son of a bitch and I don't like him at all. But then the other one is you're just like, but you look creepy. Like, you just don't, it's not even like, well, but you're hot. You know what I mean? Like, if it was Shido doing this, you're like, yeah, but you're kind of hot. So, like, fuck, I hate this. But, like, this, it's just too easy to not like him. Well, don't worry. If anything happens, I'll come running. Remember, I owe you. He tapped his fist against his chest and grinned. There was no denying his charisma. I still didn't know him that well, but I got the feeling he was telling the truth. All right, I gotta get going. Just don't forget what I told you, okay? He whispered goodbye and then disappeared into the darkness. And yet, again, It's not suspicious that he somehow ended up here. He's here, he knows his way in and out of this place, and like somehow knows all this insider information. Like, she doesn't find this suspicious at fucking all. I compose myself, then set off after the other members of my team. All right, this is the perfect place to stop. So I'm going to stop here, and we're going to continue in, like, the next part. And we'll probably skip, because I'm sure this is all skippy stuff. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.